Hello guys, welcome back to Nerf Tactics. Today we're going to be doing a live breakdown of a video I posted, I think it was last week. We're just going to be doing some simple tactics you can use to learn some stuff like flanking and getting angles and how to get the flag and stuff like that. So let's start out. First we're just going to watch the video and then we're going to go through and break it down a little bit more. So I'm just shooting here to break, getting a couple kills. So I had to do a quick reload, finally got the guy, then shot over, got another guy, and then I gunfight for a second. Round ends. Shot her in the hair, she didn't feel it, and got her. Missed the first shot, speed reload, then shot him when he ran off. And then ran the flag. Kill off the break, kill us to grab the flag, move up, grab the flag, run to the right, round over. The cover all fell over in this last round. It's pretty chaotic. The wind was crazy. Alright, I'm going to stop that there. Okay, so to start this off, let's look at just what I'm doing in general from my POV, and I'm going to look at a top camera and see the POV from, like, we're going to look at how it looks from down to see, like, if I had a better angle or if I had more communication with my teammates, what I could have done instead. But right now, I wasn't getting much communication from my teammates, and so I was making decisions based on what I could see. And if I was getting more communication, I might have known more things and been able to do better, but I still did pretty well. So let's look at this first round here. So the guy moves for flag. Let me just point out before this starts that this is all highly edited, so it might be a 10-second round on the video, but it really was like 2 minutes or so. So there's a lot of cuts and shots are edited out and stuff like that. That's why every shot seems to hit someone, because the ones that don't aren't in the video. So I shoot the guy. Okay, I realized that it's clear they have two guys left. I think there was either two or one, something like that. And so I crawl around the snake. You can't see that on the camera. Then I jump up, I run forward. I'm using the covers here. This cover and this cover are blocking out. There's an opponent down here and an opponent here that I'm blocking out by those covers. So I'm using those to, like, protect me even though I don't have any cover. the guy over here is, I think his gun was jammed because he wasn't shooting this guy. And there's a guy over there, but I'm using my cover to protect me from that angle. So I put a dart into his head. He's out, and then I believe either the round went, it was like a draw here, like the round ended, or my teammate got a kill. I don't remember what happened here, something like that. Okay, so there, I'm not, like, probably not going to hit the person because he's 120 plus feet away and I always see the top of their head. I'm shooting at them just to pin them down here. So if I can keep their head down, then my teammate can do his job by grabbing the flag, and then we can get more guns up and we'll take gun superiority. So I'm going to crawl over to the side here because I knew this guy, he's shooting, that's all off camera, but I saw the guy, he's shooting at my teammate mid. I knew he was going to be exposed from this angle. I crawl over, pop up, shoot him, pull back down. Okay, so after that, my teammate, you see him over here on the side. He is laying down because he's hiding from the last guy left. So my teammate ran the flag. He got kind of stuck because he couldn't get past the last guy's gun, so now he's just sitting there. And usually when you're in this situation with the last player, you want to stop their flag run, so you don't really want to, like, try to actually not die, because you'd rather die and them only get the one more point of killing you than them get 4 points of running the flag through. So, of course you want to win, so it's kind of a balance. If I were him in this situation, I would have moved to this slant right here, and so then I could contain him, I'd just jump up and shoot him, and then I could afterward gunfight with me. But there's a high chance he's going to get hit on that move because I'm obviously, like, locking that angle down. But probably got like a 20, maybe 30% chance of survival through that move. But he's either going to die and we're only going to get 1 point, or he's going to kill my teammate, get himself a point, and then it's a 1v2. I think I had a teammate left, so 1v2 from there. So I shoot his foot, but I'm not excited or anything. It hit him in the foot. Like, you don't really feel it when it hits your rubber shoes. So. Okay, so that was my mistake. I had just off camera, I had asked my teammate, should I shoot him? And he said yes. And so I shot him in the foot, okay? And then he backs up and I shoot him. And I wasn't looking over here, but after I said yes, the guy had run out of ammo, so my teammate made a dash to get the flag run, and then I shot him in the back right before the guy got the flag run. So I officially took 3 points from my team there, which is a big mistake, honestly. 3 points is 3 kills. That could be game-changing, game-winning, honestly. That could, in a tournament, that could be the difference between making semifinals and not, when, like, you have an average score of, like, 9 points per match per team. So that was a big mistake, and I gotta learn from that and not have tunnel vision and just lock in on one target. I gotta make sure that I'm focusing on the whole field and not just over zoning in on one person. So, kill off the break. Another kill off the break. I'm not sure if that guy was getting up to, like, be out or if he was trying to move, so I just put a dart on him. But, yeah. So that's a perfect example of why you need to get tight on your cover. So a lot of people, they don't want to, like, I don't know why they don't. So on your flat, you want to get totally into it. Like, you want to shove your body in so that the cover actually arcs around you a little bit. You're allowed to do that. Push into your cover, make it bend around you, and you have a much better spot than just sitting next to it. And she could have pulled back and got tighter on it, but her elbow here is sticking out, and I just put a dart on it. That's all it was. That's another example of how I moved along the snake, got here, and then I had an angle on her. Okay, so this is good field awareness. This is basically the opposite of what I did last time. So last time I shot the guy before I ran the flag. This time I'm aware there's one person left. We need to run the flag. And then I'm going to move over here, tell my teammate to go, and then me and him are going to run. So in case he gets hit and has to drop the flag, I can scoop it back up and get the flag captured. So, perfect flag capture. He didn't get hit. Okay, so this was an intense gunfight for about, I don't know, like a minute and a half, but I only showed the first few shots and the last few shots. We were shooting back and forth for a while, but the reason why I won this gunfight now, I was having a little bit of trouble because I didn't have good darts in my blaster. I had a friend load a mag, and he didn't know what darts to use. And so the darts that he used were not the best. And so he was using like old AF Pros and Dart Zone Max darts and a bunch of old darts. And I usually use Worker Gen 3s or Worker Gen 3 heavies. And so, usually Worker Gen 3 heavies mostly, unless those are out. And so, it was very inaccurate at this point here. Like, I wasn't able to hit my shots. And so, the reason why I ended up, I'll show you here. So, I reload here. Okay, the reason why I won this gunfight is because, I don't know if there's a tactics breakdown. Shoot, let me think. Okay, that's coming out tomorrow. And in that video, I explain how to properly balance yourself so you don't just flop over. See, this guy, he's balancing himself with his leg out. The problem is, though, he is showing his entire leg. And then he's also out pretty far because instead of shooting at the farthest wide person, that's a simple thing. It's very easy. Shoot the farthest wide so that way that person's out, then you go inward. You don't want to show your body like this, then everyone has an angle on you. So he's showing his body. He's shooting at my teammate on my right, and that means he's showing his body to me. And so he's basically probably 2/3 of his body I can see right there, and I can get a dart on it pretty easily. So I hit him right in the blaster. Hit clean. Gunfight for a second, but I do not want to die in this situation because I'm always doing the math in my head. What's the point score? It's pretty complicated with like flag dash rule set, but I'm doing the math in my head, and at this point, the score was 9-8. So I know if I die, it's over. And so I shoot a few darts, and that's it. I drop out, let the round end, and we win the match. I actually am very lucky there because there was a dart that came in and hit the top of this tarp right here. That could have been a kill, and that would have made it tie. We would have went to overtime. But okay, so shoot Josh off the break, move over to the left. So Beth runs in here. She dives down. I shoot her in the hair. Now I don't blame her for not feeling that. She might have actually felt it and was just laying there like recovering from her full-out paintball Superman slide. But, I don't know where she learned that. And then so I just shot her again because I wasn't sure if she felt it, she was calling it, I wasn't sure what was happening. So I just shot her again in the leg, right there. And then I shoot this guy down here, and then I shoot another guy down there. And so I think that I actually didn't hit him there. I really don't know what happened here, because you can see me, my teammate, my other teammate, we aren't shooting, except for me. I'm putting some darts around him. You notice, like, 2 went to the left, 1 went to the right. I'm just putting some fire near him to, like, keep him down. And so, but he called a hit. I honestly, I don't think I didn't hit him. I'm just going to say that. Unless his foot was sticking out 3 feet behind the red barricades where you can't see over. But he said I hit him, so I put it in there. But really, if you call a hit that didn't happen, it's an automatic DQ, and the other team gets a 10 point, an automatic 10 points. So I don't know what happened there. I just called a hit because he called a hit. So usually you're upset about people not calling hits, but in this situation, it's totally weird, and you're upset about people calling hits. But whatever, it was fine. Okay, so this was a new thing. The whole day I've been going to the snake, and I had been going to the snake here, maybe like one round I played something different, but I was going to the snake, I was shooting off the break, a lot of bullets, shooting off the break, a lot of darts, and then I would basically just chill there for the most of the round unless we were going for a flag run or something. But about midway through the day, I realized, like, I need to play aggressive, and so I was playing with me, Daniel, and so that we were playing really well together. So one of the Daniels has a Springer, so he was in the back, laying down fire. Other Daniel was playing far right, and I was playing in the middle. And we kept winning over and over. But here's the game from that. Okay, so I moved forward. I literally didn't take any fire. Like, I don't think a single person shot at me. And I knew before the round started, I'm looking up here, and I'm seeing 1, 2. It's hard to see because camera quality is, I mean, it's just a camera. So, but in real life, I can see there's 1, 2, 3 guys. And so I'm assuming one going here, one going here, and this guy going like here or something. And so the main guy that would have a shot on me would be this guy because he'd have the crossfield shot. And the problem with him though is he has I think it's a gecko or something like that, like a springer that you cock like a strong arm. I forget what that's called. I don't use springers. But so I knew I wasn't gonna take much fire from him. So I just move up to the flat. Sometimes I would go here, shoot a lane, then move. Like, really depends on the situation. Like, I'm analyzing before the play starts. Okay, so there's a tactical video coming out, probably next Friday, probably something around that. I haven't finished it yet. One of the main points is always use cover. Yeah, this guy wasn't using cover and he got absolutely destroyed. So yeah, always use cover, guys. Don't just sit in the open. And especially when you have a jammed gun or whatever was happening here. Yeah, always. It doesn't even look like a gecko like I thought it was. I don't know what that was. Okay, so I shoot him. Okay, one thing. A lot of people, I think people are going to be a little bit like questioning why I'm shooting with my right hand here. So let me grab this blaster here. This is the same one I was using. I can actually put the sight on if you want, but whatever. This is the same one that I was using in the actual event, and I wanted to shoot this guy quickly before he got his gun back up and running. I had the blaster in my right hand. My left hand had the flag in it. Now I could obviously set the flag down, do about half a second hand switch, and then shoot him. But I was already like this. No one was shooting at me. He was not going to shoot at me. He was jammed. So all I did was I tilted my blaster. So now look, it's like this. Now obviously you still want to shoot with your left hand. I'm not trying to argue. I probably should have shot my left hand, but there was no real threat. So I'm not just going to go stand out in the open and shoot my right hand. There is a threat, but it's on the other side of the field where it doesn't have an angle on me. So at this moment, I just have to shoot someone and they're not shooting back at me. So there's really, like, do you understand? That's why I didn't switch hands there. And the reason I tilt my blaster here, so again, when you tilt your blaster, if your sight is dialed, you're going to have to aim. If you tilt it to the left, you're going to have to aim a little bit to the right of your target because your sight will be down in the scope, or in the red dot, or in the sight, the red dot will be down. And so when you tilt it, now it's going to be down and to the right of your target, or to the, shoot, I'm messing myself up, to the right of your target. So you're going to want to aim to the right. Did I say that earlier? Whatever. You're going to want to aim to the right because the dot is off. It's going to be slightly to the right of your target. So you're going to want to aim to the right. So I shoot like this, 2 shots, or 5, I don't remember what it was, 3 shots, something like that, and I take out this guy. Okay, so this is, I think, so this guy, this is a good example of how to not use cover. I know what you guys know what I'm about to say. That's cool. What I'm about to say is you take your blaster, you put it in your left hand, you get tight on your cover, you peek out, and you shoot. That's what that guy should have done. But instead he stands tall. So first of all, his head is exposed to everyone. Sorry, I should use the mouse, I'm sorry. His head is exposed to everyone down the field, okay? And his entire left side of his body is exposed to me. And so I have my blaster in my left hand. So only a very small amount of my body is exposed. So, yeah, it was quick work. He got a shot off, I think, but it missed because I was such a small target. I'm pretty sure I pulled back in instantly, too. So let's watch this. See how I pull back in? I shoot the guy, pull back in, quick enough where that dart not gonna hit me. Okay, shooting the lane off the break. Got a kill. Then moving the flag. See, I was doing this a lot. I reload here. kill, crawl over, grab the flag, turn, and run through flag capture. Okay, off the break shot, kind of moving up, grabbing the flag just like I did last round, grabbing the flag, shooting the guy. Now, this is where, when you peek out of the snake, so this is officially a snake because it is a snake. When you peek out of the snake, you can't, if they don't know that you're there, then it's very different, but in this situation, they knew I was there. So I'm going to peek out like I'm in a gunfight. So I'm peeking out like I'm peeking out of the top of my cover, like I am normally, like when you shoot out the top, I'm peeking out like that. But I have a 2.5 foot cover in front of me. So I have to figure out a way to peek out without getting shot, and this is a tiny little cover, so I'm crawling on my stomach. So I can shoot in between these two covers here. Let me skip forward a little bit. There's a little gap here, you see that? I can shoot in between that, if I want to. Okay, so I grab the flag first of all. Okay, so I'm not exposing much of my body, I'm just grabbing it. It's not that hard. I pull it off without knocking the thing over. Okay, and then here when I pop out, now there isn't much footage of me popping out here, but when I pop out, yeah, right here. So I'm getting on my knees, I'm lowering my head like this, and then I'm popping up like this, pop, down. But in this situation, I didn't take any fire, so I don't have to worry about getting down. Now, here, after getting this kill right here, okay, this is also showing how accurate my griffins are. So here is his blaster. This is about maybe up to here. Let's say here. That's how big of a target it is, from here to there. Probably about that, yeah. And it's even thinner than this griffin. Okay? And I think it's a Harrier or something, I'm not sure. Okay, so he's in the cover, his blaster's sticking out. And this is probably, I would say, like 60-foot shot, something like that. And so, yeah, that's probably a 60-foot shot. And so, this is a 3-inch by 5-inch target, by 6-inch maybe. 3-inch by 6-inch target. I'm hitting it with a flagmular after 2 shots. You can also see how tight my groupings are. And so, yeah, I would recommend, if you want a more accurate blaster, go down in the description of this live stream and order a Griffin from my Etsy store. Yeah, they're crazy accurate. So I get the gun. You can also, I didn't realize this until now, but he swings his gun into the ground because he's upset that I just shot him. Look, watch. Yeah, he wasn't exactly super happy that he got hit there. Because I think it was a 3-on-2 at that time. So, yeah, so he was disappointed, obviously, that he got hit. And I would be too, but please don't throw your guns on the ground. Or, he didn't throw it on the ground, but he kind of threw it at the ground and pulled it up before it hit the ground. Okay, so after this, I realized there's one person left. So the one person is this guy right here. He has his gun, his blaster. He has it looking, I want to say D side, but there is no D side and snake side. To my left, we'll call it that. And so I'm going to run to my right. And since his blaster's pointed that way, he is basically tunnel vision that side. He isn't like, it's very hard to play when you're the last man. But again, it's more important to get the kills than to give them 4 points. But in this situation, though, I'm pretty sure this was round 2. I'm not sure. But pretty sure this was round 2, and I think we were ahead. So he just wants to get as many points as he can because he's probably going to lose the match. So he has to try here. But whatever. So I recognize that. I run the flag the other way, the way he's not looking, easily post through without taking a single dart of fire at me. Okay, so this round... Oh, that was a crazy shot. Sorry, you guys missed it by about a quarter second. You'll see that in a second. Okay, so the wind is getting crazy. This was like 3 o'clock in the afternoon. The wind was insane. I mean, like 25-mile-an-hour gusts. All these covers had like 2 or 3 stakes in them. The paintball bunkers kept rolling away and stuff. It was a task to keep those covers up. Eventually, we just gave up on this one over here, though. But whatever. So I'm going to run up here. I'm gonna shoot. So at that round, I didn't shoot anything off the break because. So I had my blaster in my right hand, and I was about to do a break shot, which would be left side. And since the cover was close to me, I wouldn't really be shooting over it because I want to get low and not take any fire over it. So, and I had my mags in my left hand, so I wanted to switch hands because usually when I use cover, I drop my mags and play. And then when I move, I grab my mags and move. But in this situation, I put my blaster I was trying to put my blaster in my left hand as the whistle was blown. And so it was like halfway in my left hand, and I had just put my mags in my right hand, and I didn't have enough time to shoot before I was at my cover, basically. That's why I didn't shoot. This is a lot of behind the scenes stuff here. So, I get to kill on DJ, and then recognize the opportunity. I'm screaming, what's the kill count? As my teammates just start dying. I think it's 2v... See, so I just got Octavian out over here. It was a 2v3. So, whenever you're in a 2v3, as the team of two, you'd think, so if you can do some percentages, you would think you have a 40% chance of winning because there's 2 of you and 3 of them. But that's wrong. Because even if you get into a 1v1, and you engage in that 1v1, which is about 50% because there's a 1v1 on the field and a 2v1 on the field, you have a 50% chance of winning that 1v1. And so if you lose that, you're definitely going to lose 3v1, like, unless you have him at the back. Hint, hint, Phone Pro Tour 2023, 5v1, kind of clutched up. But, why did I just play that? It was an accident. So, I want to engage in the 1v1, because I don't want to have to engage in 2v1. And so, I'm the better gunfighter, I'm just going to say that kind of confidently, on my team. So I'm trying to communicate and no one's talking to me. So when you're playing any sport, airsoft, paintball, Nerf, just communicate, talk it all up, communicate who's guarding what areas. Like, I have a bunch of tactical stuff coming out next Friday, and then I have some tactical stuff coming out tomorrow. And it's important to talk, very important to talk. And no one even cared that I was asking what's the kill count. Not even the people that were out, my coach. No one wanted to tell me what the kill count is. I don't even think they know what the kill count is, I'm going to be honest. Okay, I'm going to teach you right now. If you don't know what the kill count is, it means how many kills have you gotten on the other team. And then if you ask for you could say what's the score, but then in Flag Dash, you would just say the actual score. You could say what's the, because I always say what's the score, what's the situation, something like that, and your teammate your coach should say something like 23 in this situation. So 2 for you, 3 for them. So 23, and so that gives you an idea. You're in a 2v3. So I want to engage in a 1v1 because if I win that, then I'll have a 50% chance of winning. If I lose that, then we're gonna lose. So I basically have a 25% chance of winning this match. I engage in the 1v1, get the kill, and then from here. These two guys, I'm sorry, but I really don't know why you're behind that cover. Wait, let me just think for a second. I'm really lost, guys. You had these good covers here, and then you decide to sit behind. The reason I said I'm a better gunfighter, so I didn't explain that, is because this guy's a single shot pistol. You have to reload a dart after each time. He was just trying to have fun. I'm cool with that, but in this situation, I needed a gunfight. So we have two guys here. They have definitely better weapons than that guy, but equal with me probably. Maybe a little bit less accuracy. I'd say I have a better accurate blaster. I also I want to blame the darts because at late day the darts start to heat up and they start to get squishy and they're just not as accurate anymore. So I'll line up a shot, take out these guys. If their cover is useless. I get one, I get the other. I don't know if that guy didn't feel it. Okay, it could have technically slipped through that little gap, but I don't know about that, man. Like, it hit him right there. I mean, it could have hit his shirt flap. I mean, I get you're not feeling that. I don't know what that's actually called. Those aren't his pants, too. I know it looks kind of funny. That's the flag. Those aren't his pants. That would have been hilarious. If those were his pants, that would have been crazy funny. Okay, so I think I shot her in the hip here. Or, no, I hit her with blaster. My teammate ends up shooting her again because she didn't feel the blaster hit. obviously it's a blaster hit, so you don't feel it. Sometimes you can hear a blaster hit, but when there's a lot of darts happening and you're in the action, you don't usually feel it. I mean, you do, but you don't. So I got him off the break. Okay, so that was a perfect example of zone control. So zone control means controlling zone. No, it actually does though. So my zone in this situation, so off camera, I'm talking, not off camera, but behind the scenes, which you're not seeing here. I'm talking up with my teammates, and we're talking up. I have 2 players left, and so we basically decide that I'm going to control the front mid area, because there was no one wide right, and then he's going to I'm stuttering so much. He's going to zone up on the left side. So my zone to control is this middle area. But the problem with that is this guy could easily slip to this cover without me being able to hit him, because there's no way for me to block him from just walking forward when I have no angle on him there. So he gets the cover easily, but I'm locked in here. I'm totally focused. I'm dialed in. My sight is, I got my sight right here. I see him take this step. Watch. So I see his foot come up here. I know what he's doing. He's going to go grab the flag, which is right here off camera. And so I know that, and I put my gun up put my sight right here, right in front of the flag. So I would say, I'm going to make a guess that I put my sight right here on this corner. That's where the hit marker is going to be. I would say right here, a little bit higher than the corner. And so he's going to run across there, and he's going to run right into a dart, basically. Wow. How did I predict that? Where did I say it was going to be? Okay, so I was a little bit off. I was about 6 inches off. I said right here. Maybe a foot off. But see, the critical thing there, it was game winning, so I think we won this match by 1 point. And the reason we won the match is because I got my gun up, I controlled my zone, and I shot the guy before he got flag touch, because flag touch is 2 points in flag dash rules. So getting that kill won us the match single-handedly. So then I run up, I get the flag touch now, which is actually, so I just got us 4 points. I stopped them from getting 2, and I got them. So I did -2 to them and +2 to us, so 4 points for us, basically. And so then I grab the flag, then I make the run, and flag capture +4 points. I'm going to take a quick look at the chat just to make sure I don't have anyone saying anything. Okay. If you have any questions about anything you're saying right now, please write it in the comments. Just go ahead, write it in the chat. I would love to know what you're thinking right now. If you want to see any, this is your time right now to ask me any questions you want. You're having a problem, you're getting shot in the arm, or you're getting beat when you push up, or just ask me something. If you have a question, how do I stop doing this, or how do I stop getting beat like this, or how do I stop this situation? And so, yeah, just write it in the comments. Okay, I'm going to just make a couple announcements. I'm going to try to start a Thursday night stream. So every Thursday night around this time, stream. So if you want to come back, it's going to be tactical stuff usually, unless there's something else. I hopefully will have special guests soon. I had that one stream with one of my Nerf friends, and then another thing is I'm thinking about starting a Patreon for behind the scenes footage, stuff you're not seeing, stuff I'm saying this happened behind the scenes. You'll actually get to see that footage. See, some of it I post in the raw footage games, but you'll get more of that. So it won't be much, maybe $1 or $2 a month. It will be cheap. So yeah. Okay, so this is the last round. So here is I'm going to explain what happened here. So off camera, you can see that in a little bit. So it's a 3-on-3 to start. A guy gets shot off the break on my team, so 2-on-3. And then it's a 2-on-3 I start talking to my teammate. I tell her, you cover right, I got mid and left. So I'm giving myself a higher responsibility because I trust my aim and I trust my skills. And then she gets hit. About right there, right before I shot that guy, she gets hit. Okay, so they are pushing hard right now because they need the points because we're up right now. And so he grabs the flag here. That also, we're just going to ignore the elephant in the room that there's literally all the cover has flattened. The tube has rolled. Snake cover has rolled all the way over there. Like, cover is disappearing. Like, the mirror of this one over there, the tombstone, has disappeared. It has rolled all the way there, actually. So I shoot one. Now, this is a trick. When someone's running, don't shoot at him. Don't put your sight on him because the dart's going to end up behind him. That's kind of obvious. If you put your sight, like, in front of him, then on a long run, if you just put your sight in front of him, there's a chance, and you just start firing and keep moving your sight, like following him in front of him, and just keep firing and moving your sight to stay that same distance in front of him, there's a chance all your darts end up in front or behind him. So what I do is I pick a spot on a long run. Now on a short run, you do have to make that estimate where now this is coming out tomorrow. I have some stuff at the end of that video tomorrow about like how I picked where I was going to put my sight so I could shoot the guy. And you saw earlier that guy was making that short run to get the flag. I picked where I was going to put my sight, and I fired when I saw his body coming. And so in this situation, he's making a long run. He's making a cross-field run. Like, there's no covers in front of him. I know he's still going unless he decides to turn around because he's out of ammo or something. He's also putting fire into me, so I have to stay tight on my cover here. Again, I'm shooting my left hand here. I believe, right? Left hand? Okay, I'm pretty sure I'm shooting left hand. Yeah, left hand. See, you can tell because the sight's all on my face. Okay, so the guy makes his run. I'm putting my lane up, like, I think I put it right here. Okay, so he runs right. You can see the stream of darts. Just watch this in slow motion really quick. See how you see the stream right here? The stream's right there. Watch that again. See the stream keeps coming closer, and then eventually they all start hitting him. I think he got hit like 4 times there. I just put the first hit marker in. Like sometimes, like someone will get hit more than once. I'll just put one in, just whatever one I feel like. Other times, like whichever one was the most obvious, I'll put in. Sometimes I'll just put in all 4 of the hits. Like it really just depends, like what I'm feeling that day when I make the thing. Wow, I can't believe I'm on for 30 something minutes already. Okay, so I run out, get the final kill. Okay, so what happened was I shot the guy and then I shoot him twice and then he shoots me. Okay, if we were playing paintball here, he would get a red flag. He'd be off the field. Major penalty. The next round they would start with 2 bodies down. So he just didn't call the first 2 hits and then just kept shooting. Like that's not cool. It's not cool. Like when you get shot, you don't just keep shooting. If in paintball, if you get shot and you turn like this, doesn't matter if you shot your gun, it's a penalty, red flag. 2 players from your team go out. So, yeah, don't keep shooting when you get hit. Okay, so that was the first breakdown. So I was planning for that to go a little quicker, I'm going to be honest, but let's look a little more in depth on some positioning. First round, I got to think for a second. This was a 3v3. I got to do some calculations myself. Okay, so I think I know where everyone was in this round. Okay, so I'm going to go over to the drawing board. Actually, I think I'm going to skip somewhere to the middle to just get a little better round for you guys to see. A little better tactically. Okay. Alright, we'll use this one. Yeah, I'm going to use this one right here. Okay. So, we're going to go over to the drawing board, we're going to call this, also known as GIMP. Okay, so the flag is the O in the middle. GIMP has different shortcuts on my editor, so it's going to be a second. So, 3v3 here. Okay, let me look back at, well, I want to make this matching how it is. Shoot, I have a little bit of technical difficulties. Okay, so I think, let me see if I have any clips from the lineup. So I don't see anyone in the snake. I'm trying to get this as accurate as it is. Okay, there's no one in the snake. I don't see anyone on my right. I don't know where's my teammates. Okay, I'm gonna say there's someone in the snake because I believe there was. I move up to here. Okay, yeah, there was someone in the snake because you just saw him move up there. Okay, so there was someone in the snake. That's what I kind of thought. Okay, so there was someone in the snake. There was someone on Tombstone. I just remembered that from the actual game. And so let's just draw that really quick. Sorry, gonna be a second. So I am the X right here. So I shoot this lane. My teammates. Oh, no, don't do that. If you have any questions, again, write them in the comments. So I'd love to answer any questions you have about something tactically or technically, like I'm getting beat. Because people have better guns, and I can teach you how to solve that without buying another gun. I'm not just going to say, go to the Nancy store, because that's what I do a lot. But I'm going to say something actually that you could actually use. So, now this isn't a perfect map of the field, because fields are different than they actually look on paper, and this is not perfectly drawn. Okay, so I believe this was a situation. Okay, so I run up here, and I shoot a lane here at this guy. So this guy is the X over here. I think he was over here. Okay, he runs forward. He runs through my lane and he dies. He doesn't die, but I think he gets hit. Shoot, which one's he? Okay, there he is. So he gets hit. So he disappears. And then my lane. Oh shoot. Okay, my lane goes down. X2 is. Oh my goodness. X1 is down. Okay, so he's down. Now I see. Okay. Okay, so I see that he is down. And so I take the opportunity and I move up to here. I move up and grab the flag. Watch. So I shoot him off the break. I move up. And okay, so then, at the same exact time, the other team does the same thing as me. So as I move up, this guy, wait, let me just watch the whole clip to make sure you guys. I don't want to give you guys false information. Okay, so here's what happened. So the other team moves up like this to get flag. And then my teammate, oh, I didn't draw those little side bunkers. I'm sorry about that, guys. I didn't draw the little side bunkers. I'll draw those really quick. They're not going to look so good, but not the red color. So there's little side things here. Okay, so my teammate at the same time moves up. So this is all super chaotic. He moves up. Okay, this is also backward, but whatever. He moves up. I move up, and then this guy moves up. Then my teammate slips and falls. Okay, you can see this from the side cam, but again, that's not in this video. My teammate falls. Okay, and then the X here, the other team, runs forward to kill him. He runs out of ammo. Then I try to shoot him. I'm like, here. I shoot the flag on accident. This is the most chaotic point ever. I'm serious. I shoot the flag on accident. My teammate over here decides to run up. Okay, now that's a tactically great move because the attention is on this guy in this fiasco, and this gun is turned this way most likely. So he just makes the pull up. It's like when someone makes a move on your team, you gotta make a move too because all those guns are going to him, and you move up. Easy move. Okay, so then these guys start this guy falls, this guy runs out of ammo, I shoot the flag, then I run out of ammo, this guy tries to run back around, my teammate gets up, then I shoot at this guy, and I hit him, okay, and then There's one guy left. I grab the flag. Okay, this is gonna be a little bit difficult to do this. Okay, I'm not gonna be able to move these at the same time. Okay, so I move. I'm the flag guy, and I move the flag. I run to here. Shoot. I move to here with the flag, and then I run through the baseline like this. Okay, just look, watch and learn my great animation skills. I'm kidding. So yeah, I run through, and so the great tactical moves in this situation were the push up here. This push up, not so good, but in real life, these covers were flipped. I messed that up on the drawing. So in real life, those are flipped. So that was a good move. This was a good move. Everything was good except for him falling. It was a perfect point because we got the flag run, we eliminated 2 of their guys, and we got flag touch. That's a perfect point. That's the max score you can get. So let me just go back to where we were. Okay. Alright, so I'm back here. Okay. So, now let's go to the next round. I'm just going to draw these covers correctly really quick. Shoot. Ignore my bad drawing skills, but not bad. Okay, except for that one's way closer than the other one. Okay, so then I take. Wow, we've been on for 47 minutes. That's insane. So I'll just let you watch the rest of this, and then I'll explain the next video. So I move up, grab the flag, I make the run. The guy shoots at me. He doesn't hit me. I jog through. I shoot. So, okay, let's tactically break this next one down. So, this one, off camera, okay? I think this clip is going to be coming out in raw footage soon. Oh, shoot. I forget what's coming out tomorrow. It's a tactical breakdown, I'm pretty sure. But there's a raw footage thing that's coming out soon, too. There's a bunch of content coming out. You guys just... I think the raw footage already came out though. Just keep up. I'm posting a lot right now. Don't worry. Okay, I'm posting 2 shorts a day. That's pretty good. Plus 1 or 2 videos a week. All right. So I take my blaster. I line up, paintball style. Ready, set, buzzer goes. I turn. I shoot 1 dart up. I'm shooting a lane like that every round. I shoot 1 dart. Then I run out of ammo. Okay. And I miss the shot, but then I move up to the cover, I reload, then I get the kill right here. Okay, so let's go into our little tactical breakdown page. Okay, so I go through here, and give me 1 second. Okay, I go here, and then technical difficulties. Okay, so I'm down here, I shoot the lane here, I get the kill on this guy again. If I can get the kill off the break every round, then we're gonna win. Like, there's no way we're not gonna win. So, where am I? I'm like X number 6, something like that. 7? Okay, 7. So, X number 7, I go, alright, so I go here, I shoot this lane here. Okay, I'm not going to draw it because I don't want to have to take it back down. I shoot this lane here. I get the kill on this guy who runs through here. Okay, so he's out. Okay, then I seize the opportunity. Again, this is the main guy in this field that had this shot cross field because these covers here are tiny. So, look, he's the main guy that had the shot. Let me just quickly create a new layer just so I can draw these. Okay, so he had the main shot across the field like that. Okay, so these guys, they don't have such good shots. They kind of are stuck. Like, they have that shot, but it's pretty small. And I can just run this way, and then this guy has a shot like this, but once I get past those 2 lanes, like, I can just run like this. I can go around this way. But usually I was running through the middle, going like this, and then coming up through here. Okay? So, yeah. So I get the kill. I jog up like this to the flag. And then I, let's watch. 1 second. Okay. So I go up to here. I move through, I grab the flag, okay, and then, okay, so we're just tactically breaking down what I broke down earlier, okay. So the reason why there wasn't more side cam footage, like remember the last hype video, there was so much side cam footage. This video had less because I set my camera, I have my lower quality camera 1080, and so I set it pretty far back so I get a whole field shot. Like last time it was right up near the edge of the field. And what happened though was it was just really low quality. It's like that's just an image. Like I don't really, my content is high quality and I don't like putting, like this is probably like 240 pixels per inch. Or it's pretty low because it's zoomed in like 6 times. Okay, so I crawl forward, I grab the flag. Alright, so now let's go back to our tactical breakdown. Dun dun dun. Alright, so I think this guy, he was up here. He was on the snake. He was up here in his cover. So, I go through here. My teammate, I'm pretty sure my teammate sees the opportunity. Again, seizing the opportunity is the strat. Okay, so seizing the opportunity. That's the word of the stream. This guy here, Daniel, he was locked in. Shout out to Daniel. Okay? Daniel was locked in. Right now I was playing me, Daniel. We are like the ultimate team. Not the best team I could ever think of because Daniel, it was his first time, but like he was a good player, I'll be honest. Okay, so he sees his opportunity. He makes his jog. He gets up to here. Okay, he gets his gun looking inside. This guy's in a panic now. Okay, this guy's panicking on this player here. And so is this guy. All the guns are here. And let me see if my teammate sees the opportunity. But I grab the flag. I go over here. I grab the flag. Then I shoot the X here. I shoot the X. He's down. Let me see if my other teammate sees the opportunity here. I remember. So, again, seizing the opportunity. My teammate, he moves up to here. Now this isn't the best cover on the field, but you can hide from that guy pretty well. If I were him, I would have moved up to here, to the middle, because it's not that hard of a push. This guy doesn't have much of an angle on you, and then you'll have a solid cover, and then both of us can run the flag. But, so my teammate was screaming at me in this situation, keep up the pressure, keep up the pressure. And so, what that means, if you don't know, is put a bunch of darts into their bunker to keep their head down. You're basically trying to pinch their players out. Problem is, there's only one guy left, so we don't want to shoot him, okay? So, he is still tunnel visioned. Again, no tunnel vision. We learned this earlier when I shot the guy when we almost put the flag on. This guy is completely tunnel visioned on here. I bet you he doesn't even know he's the last man alive, or that I'm in the middle, and I have a teammate in the middle. Like, he is lost right now. And he probably knows that I'm in the middle. Well, this guy again, sorry, he's over here. He's not. Okay, so he's just tunnel vision this guy. So, I seize the opportunity. I take the flag, and I run through. Just like that. Okay? Seize the opportunity, the word of the day. And my teammates do a good job in this situation of not shooting the last man alive. See, you don't want to shoot the last guy alive because he can't run the flag. Okay? So, let's go to the next clip. Okay, so I run the flag. Okay, nasty headshot there. Okay, this was a 4v4. 4v4. We finally played with more than 3 guys at a time. Okay, we had like one 5v5 all day. Oops, didn't do that. Oh, accidentally gave away. I'm just kidding, guys. I don't really care. Okay, so 4v4. Let's add in 2 more X's to the map here. Okay, so we have me. This is me now. Say hi. I'm kidding. I'm being a. Okay, whatever. Okay, so there's a guy here. Shoot, let me look if I can finish, see where everyone is. Okay. I know. Let me just watch this a little longer. Okay, I know what happened now. Okay, so they sent a man named I'm just kidding. His name was not Broski, but they sent him on a delayed run. A delayed run. We're doing a bunch of definitions today. A delayed run is a run where you go to cover. So watch how he goes to cover here. So he jogs up. Round starts. Jogs up. Shoots a lane. I forget, but I think he was here because I didn't take any fire. I think he shoots a lane at Snake. Okay? And then he waits till everyone gets to the next spot. Digs in. Moves up to here. He grabs the flag. He runs over to here. That was his mistake. At this time, I line up my shot and take out this guy over here with that nasty headshot. So he, oops, not him. Yeah, him. Okay, so he gets hit. Then, sorry, this guy has the flag. Okay, so the flag's over here. And so then this guy moves up to here. Now there's two of them here. And the flag. My teammates start dropping because this guy shoots my teammate when he moves up. So this guy goes down. And then I lose this teammate. Not that guy. Not that guy. This guy. Okay, so I lose that teammate. Then I have to lock in here. It's a 2v3. So, this is called crossing up the field. Crossing up the field here, okay? New definition for the day. So, I consider these two guys toast because they have a terrible cover. I mean, like... So, all we have to do to take them out is just shoot like this. Okay, so technically they could hide. Sorry, let me get on my background layer. Let me add a new layer. Why does this layer keep disappearing? Okay, so I'm adding a new layer. Okay, so we're going to shoot like this. Okay, they could get tied on that cover. The X's are a little bit bigger than actual people. I can do this. So, I was tunnel visioned. It's the thing we're learning today. Tunnel vision. What's tunnel vision? Tunnel vision is when you just stare at one side and don't care about anything else. So I tunnel visioned in on the right side. My teammate told me to guard the right side, so I locked in over there, but I should be head checking. You can tell, I never saw anyone at the flag. I'm screaming what's the kill count, but my teammate is not responding. I have a coach here, or an out player, and I think this is a coach here, and they're not telling me anything. I'm not getting any info, and so I am in a little bit of trouble. I have no idea, so at that point in the video, this was the field layout. There is the guy over here. I'm just going to leave the flag there. So there's a guy here, and it looks like this. 3-on-3. There was my guy in the this snake over here was still alive. Okay, so 3-on-3. I think this guy got the kill here. Something like that. I don't... Like, if I say something that's contradicting to what I'm saying just a second ago, I'm guessing a lot of this because I don't have a side cam footage for this. I'm not looking at side cam footage right now, even though I do have it, but it's not posted and it'd be a little more difficult to look at it. So that is making it a little more complicated. But this guy is, guy runs over here after he gets killed. This person runs up here. What should have happened here is these two should have just went. Instead they sat there and I just wiped them out about 10 seconds later. They should have just gone, got that flag run. I mean, like, I was tunnel visioned over here. I don't know what my teammate was doing, but whatever. I tunnel visioned on this guy. I think I got the kill there in just a second. Let's watch that. Yep, got the kill there. Okay, so I get the kill on him. This is, my drawing isn't perfect, but now I realize there is a gap here. In my drawing, there's no gap. So, there's a gap here. I shot a curve shot. I'm kidding, but I shot through that gap. I think the middle was a little bit too big, but I shot that through that gap. I hit this guy. Now there's two left, 2v2. And so it was quick work there. We just lit them up. Again, they do not seize the opportunity. They aren't learning like us. Like, we are studying footage and we are doing some calculations. They are not learning. They do not realize what seizing the opportunity is. Seizing the opportunity is seizing the opportunity. Doing it, like, seizing the moment. Like, when you have the moment, like, lock in and, like, do what you need to do. So, they didn't do the thing they needed to do, and so then I simply just cooked the rest of them, and they both died shortly after. See? And so then, yeah. So technically that was a tie round because we got 4 kills. They got 2 kills, but they got flag touch, which is 2 points, so 4-4. So yeah, we did not win the round, but we played good. We tied. That's fine. Okay, so let's look at the next video. Next round. Get those kills. So maybe I missed that shot on him. Sorry, not pointing my hand, push him out. Maybe I missed that shot on him. Okay, next game. This is a 3v3. I remember this one. Okay, 3v3. I have a teammate on the left, teammate on the right, and then I'm shooting lane here. Okay, so we can go ahead and take down 2 of these guys. Alright, so 3v3. I am here. Let's reset everything. Okay. A guy runs like this. Okay, I think I hit him there. I'm pretty sure I hit him. But he didn't call it, which happens. Get used to it if you're going to play. Never for airsoft. Even paintball. Someone can get hit. They're not going to say anything. I don't think he cheated in this situation. Like, I'm going to be nice to him and say he didn't cheat. And it's like he didn't feel it. Even though it is 200 FPS. But it was like a 125-foot shot. So I shoot him off the break. He doesn't call it. Okay? And then, this guy here, he runs forward. In between shots here. So in between clips, he runs forward. Let's just watch this real quick. So I shoot the guy off the break. Okay. So, what you missed was about a minute of the game. Oh, I did that again. Who cares? You've already seen it. Okay. So, about a minute of the game. You missed. So, he runs up here. My teammate goes up here. They trade out. Okay. And so, wait, what number is that guy? 6. And this guy is like 2. Okay. So, they trade out. Then this guy comes up and he fills the position. Then let me think for a second. Okay, so this guy makes a wild run. Wait, is that the same game? Let me look at the video. That's a different game. Okay, that's a different game. So in a different game, this guy made a wild run back up. So I get the kill. Okay, and then shoot, let me think. I think my teammate died. Yeah, because there was a 1v1 at the end. So my teammate gets hit sometime. Number 5 is down. This guy, again, I put my sight down. He runs and he gets shot hit, not shot, tagged. I don't know, why did he say tagged? That's such a dumb thing. Who cares? He got hit. Not like a boom, but like he got pew. Okay, like he got hit. It's not like that's not like gonna get me in trouble or anything. Okay, this guy sees an opportunity. That's the word of the day. Alright, this guy did not seize the opportunity. He did not see the opportunity and he did not run. He was closer to the flag than me. No one had flag touch. He could have got there, could have got the flag, but he didn't. And I'm very happy about that because then I jogged up and I grabbed the flag, giving me 2 points and him not getting 2 points, so plus 4 points. Yeah, so, or 2 for me, minus 2 for him, whatever. So that was critical, because that would have been, again, 2 for them. So if the score was 0-0 at that point, then he could have got 2, putting it at 2-0, or I could have got 2. It wasn't 0-0, it was like 2-2, because we each had 2 kills. So I get the touch, putting me up 4-2, and at this point, I decide, why gunfight with this guy and get 1 point? When he's on the left, I could possibly run the flag through. So I just go, and I just run the flag through, and I win the round. And so I'll show you that right here. Let me just go back on all this. Okay, so. Okay. Get the kill. Capture, flag capture, plus 4 points. Okay. Alright, so here I move up to a new cover because this was my cover I've been going to. Doesn't seem to be there anymore. Okay, so in between when I moved up and now, there was a massive gap. Okay, so in that massive gap, a guy on the other team, or on my team, who was here, the guy who was here ran up, grabbed the flag. Again, these covers were not there anymore because they've been blown away. And then ran through with it, and they just got the flag touch. So that was 2 points. I forget what the score was at this time, but I had just got, let me think for a second. I had just got flag capture, flag touch. I just maxed out the score for us. So I had just got 8 points. They had got 2, so it's 8-2 right now. Okay, so he runs through, gets the flag touch, making it 8-8. He dies though. Okay, so he gets hit. What number is he? Okay, he's number 7. Number 7's out. Okay, and then 2 of their players push forward. Again, wait, I don't think there was 2 guys here for them. And so they both come up to here. This cover was non-existent. This cover was non-existent. This cover was non-existent. Like, all these had fallen over. This cover had fallen over, I believe. This cover had fallen over. So there's a lot of covers that weren't there anymore. But it was still balanced, actually, which is crazy. Because there was 1 gone from their side and 1 gone from our side. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, maybe 5 gone from the middle. But it was balanced officially. I mean, it wasn't even because there was a higher one, but whatever. I'm going to stop rambling. So what I did was, let me just check. I want to see if the clips, yeah, so that cover was down. Okay, so there's just that little one. That little one's holding strong. Okay, so I get to kill my teammate. She gets hit about right here. Okay, so there's a guy that actually sounded like that. I'm serious. Okay, so this guy gets hit. X number 1, or X original. Okay, my teammate, she had moved up to here. She gets hit right about now. Then this guy decides to make a wild push. Let me just talk for a second. You don't see me making wild pushes unless I'm the last man I'm trying to die. Because I don't want them to be a flag capture or something stupid or something like that. Okay, I don't make wild pushes like full runs across the field. Like, let's say he was here though. This would be kind of a wild push, not really though. So it's a 2v1. The score, let's say the score is, current score is 6-5. We're losing, 6-5. Okay, we're just going to say it's 6-5. Alright, so there is a guy here, and he has his gun this way because he just shot my teammate who was sitting here. Okay? As he shoots her, or him, or whatever, I run along here and get the kill here. I slide into this cover, and then I get the kill here. No, I don't get the kill here. This guy uses his brain, sees I'm moving up, doesn't shoot at me, decides to run the flag. Then I sprint over here. I sprint over here as fast as I can. This guy keeps running with the flag. And then I shoot him before he gets across because I just make a lane right before the end. Okay? So, I could do that. And that would actually put me up. Final score of 7-5. We would win the match. Okay? And so, that is a move. Kind of wild push, but that's actually what you want to do. Because, now I'm not going to push into his gun. Now, I'm not going to push into his gun. So if he has a gun here, I'm going to gunfight with him. And remember to keep checking off on the left side. I don't want to check off too long on the left side because he can run me down just like I can run him down. Okay? So, but that's not what actually happened in this round. This guy made a wild push. And so I just made a lane. He ran through it, and he got hit. Okay, let me think. What was the score? So it was 8-4. They got flag touch 8-6. So at this point, it was 9-6 because we have 1 kill. So 9-6, I get the kill 10-6. So the only way they can win is if they get the flag capture. Okay, and so I run up here, and I shoot this guy a couple times. So watch. Kill 1, kill 2, kill 3. Okay, so again, I shot him and he shot afterward. That's cheating, but we'll just ignore it. Now let's go to the first round of the day. I think it's going to be the last one. Maybe not the first one. Maybe just look at like one of the 5v5s. This is the one that I gunfighted for a while, right? Okay, I think we're going to do this one. Yeah, let's do this one. Okay, so... Okay, we're going to do this one. So, let me think for a second. I believe this is a 4v4 or a 5v5, something like that. Okay, so we know there's a guy in the back center. I'm pretty sure there was one in the tombstone. Yeah, there was one in the tombstone. Wait, I didn't see anyone sneak from me. I didn't see anyone snake, I'm gonna be honest, but I think there was someone there on the right side in the flat, or in the slant. So I'm pretty sure it was 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, there was 4v4. Let's add in all the guys back. Okay, so 4v4 it looked like this. So here's me. I'm this guy right here. Okay. This is an early morning game, probably like 12 p.m. This is it started at like 11. That's why I'm saying early morning, because it was like probably the second or third game of the day. Okay, so they got a guy back center. They have a guy here. They have another guy in the snake, and then they have a guy here. I'm just gonna watch the whole clip now to see what actually happened. Okay, so that's what happened. Now let's break that down. We start here. I'm here. I start gunfighting this guy. Okay, so he technically has an advantage because he can gunfight with one knee on the ground, and I have to be gunfighting off the top, so more of my body's exposed. Because when you gunfight, I'm just gonna use my gun. So this is a cover. I know it's not, but say it's a cover, and to peek out, I feel like this. So you see like my entire head and some of my shoulders. If it's like this, and I peek out like this, okay, it's hard to do this because I'm trying to look at the camera and make sure you can see me. But like this, there's less of my body visible, you see. Okay, so technically it's an advantage, but I also have an advantage of balance because he sticks his right foot, and I see his entire leg, giving me a huge advantage, basically. It's giving me a huge advantage, right? So I scramble and reload. Okay, so in between those two clips, a lot of stuff happened. I mean, a lot of stuff. So, I believe a guy pushed up to here. Yeah, a guy did push up to there. Let me think for a second. It was 5v5. I'm sorry, guys. I can't exactly tell what happened because I don't have side cam footage. But I'm going to say it was like this. Just let me just... In a perfect world, it's a 4v4. This guy moves up. This is probably not exactly what happened, but I'm just going to give you tactics on what I think happened. Teammate here dies. What number is he? 9. Teammate here dies. Number 8 dies too. Okay? Then I get killed on back center. He is number 2. Okay? Number X moves up to here. And then my coach starts screaming at me, dig in! Because, okay, so he's still alive, but he gets hit shortly after. I know he gets hit because I watched, you can see him kind of getting up right there to leave. I know he gets hit. There's a guy over here, out in the open. Okay, so it doesn't look like this. This guy isn't here. He's over here. I shoot him. X number 1 is now down, so there's just 2 guys left. Okay? And so then, last second, this guy gets hit. Okay, I know it was 5v5. I know it was 5v5. And I know there was another player. We'll just use this guy, for example. There was a player here. I know for sure. And so... And then, I'm not sure where our 5th guy was, but, I'm taking fire from both of them, and then this guy shoots my last teammate. So it's just me left. My only objective in this situation, my job is to not let them touch the flag. If they touch the flag, that's plus 2 points. So I'm going to shoot a lane here to make sure they can't get the flag. Watch. See how we're shooting the lane there? That could have... See, the round ended like right now, I would say. Yeah, but about a second or two after I said rounds in, because I had to say that so that you could understand what happened, so then I could flip to the next thing so I could be able to beat. Okay, but I'm shooting a lane here, but I have a guy on my left that can hit me. So I have to be like this, boom, boom, down, boom, boom, down. So I ended up shooting that for about, I'd say about 12 seconds or so. You're only going to see like 3 of them because it's a high edit. So out of those, I didn't hit the guy, but I'm shooting a lane. I'm not trying to hit him. I'm also quickly shooting these shots. I'm not getting a second to aim. Okay, so I'm quickly shooting these shots, and it's important here that I get these kills and contain this player. And so he was not able to move up. And now let's say that in this situation, let's say that there was a limited time in the game. How would these 3 break down me? Like, how would they stop? How would they beat my position in this situation? How would they get the win? Okay, let's say the score, they don't need a flag run. Let's just say they don't need a flag run, okay? They need a flag touch and an elimination, and they can only afford losing 1 guy, okay? So they have to, right now the score is, shoot, let me think, +2, +3. I'm doing some advanced calculations right now. Okay, let's say the score is 6-4. Okay, so 6-5. 6-5. My team's winning, so red is winning. Blue needs the flag touch, make it 7-5, and then the elimination. Okay, so 8-5. 6-5. So that would make it 7-6, and then 8-6. Sorry. And they can only afford 1 death because that would make 8-7. So how will they break down my position here? So first of all, this guy needs to rip a lane right over my head. Same with this guy. They need to both rip lanes over my head. And if I keep shooting at this guy, keep ripping a lane there, this guy needs to scoot back and touch the flag. He gets flag, and then he needs to get some cover from this guy and this guy. And then what needs to happen is this guy needs to move up to here. And then these 2 guys, the flag and the guy, they need to get wide over here. So then they can begin to put pressure and begin to pinch me off. Okay, not like actually pinching. So then that I can't go here and get an angle on anyone coming to here. So I'm stuck here, basically. Because if I go any farther, let me just go new layer. If I go over there, I'm going to get hit, basically. So the farthest I can go is right there. Okay? So I can't, like, get an angle on this guy if someone comes up this cover. So this guy moves up to here, and then I have to, I'm saying I as in the guy here, okay? So I, as in the guy there, have to, I have to hold this guy down, so that way he can't, I have to contain 3 players. It's basically an impossible job. But again, they need the kill, and they can't afford to lose anyone. So they could go into a gunfight, but there's 50% chance of them losing that. What they could do is they could run the flag here, so they could have this guy, he could scoot over to here, he could come over to here, because that's not that hard of a bump. Them 2, both, go run the flag. Both of them. They both go run the flag, and that way, it's basically impossible for me to stop them. This guy, he rolls over here, so that way he doesn't shoot me. He waits to see if I get the if we get the flag run. If we don't, he shoots me in the back. Okay, so that's the simple way to do this. If I was defending this and I see 2 people doubling up on this cover here, the first thing that I'm doing is the first thing that I'm doing is I am ripping a lane Sorry, let me move this guy over too. Okay, I'm ripping a lane right here to cover for a flag run. Not ripping a lane as in shooting because I'm probably low on ammo at this point. I am just putting down a lot of fire to cover anyone from moving through this gap here. Because if someone gets the opportunity, they're gonna run through. The clock's gonna be running down eventually. They're gonna have to get through because they gotta get a flag run or they gotta get me out. I gotta keep checking over here to make sure I don't have this guy come up and bang me in the back, but actually shoot me. So I have to keep moving back and forth. When I move over here, that's when those guys go, or when I reload, that's when those guys go. They just run, and it should be simple for them to get a flag capture. So that's it. That is the entire tactical breakdown for this video. Let me just expand this. Thank you guys for watching, if you tuned in for this whole thing. Planning to do another one next Thursday. I'm also have a video coming out tomorrow and next Friday. So tune in for those. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this, subscribe if you want to have a better blaster, if you want to see what blaster I'm using, if you just want to look at it. In the description, there's a link to 4 different Griffins that I'm selling. I have a 2-stage, red and black, with white triggers and an orange muzzle. I have a single stage, same thing, but a white muzzle. I have a green and blue 2-stage, orange highlights, so orange triggers, orange muzzle. And then I have a blue and black single stage, which has blue highlights, and then an orange muzzle and an orange stock release. So yeah, if you guys are interested in those, feel free to go to the description, click on the links, and you'll go right to my Etsy store. So see you guys later.